Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. Today's video is part of the Project Share blog hop, and I share projects every Thursday from my very talented friends Jill, Jez and Verity. And then on the first Saturday of each month we also create a brand new project and share that around as well in our blog hop. This month our theme is neutrals. So Stampin' Up have 4 colour families or colour collections. We have the brights, we have the subtles, we have the regals and we have the neutrals. Now I actually chose this theme for this month because neutrals is one of those colour collections that I kind of overlook sometimes, other than my absolute favourite, which is Night of Navy. I use Night of Navy loads, but the rest of them I kind of go through phases. So I need some more inspiration on using these colours, so I've challenged the other 3 ladies to inspire me. I have used from the collection for these 4 cards Grey Granite, Smoky Slate, Basic Grey and Merry Merlot. And I have used the Eden's Garden stamp set, and I've also used some of the dies from Eden Dies as well. So this is a bundle that will be available in the next mini catalogue that starts in January, but you can get your hands on it now. It has been released early. So as always, if you buy a new stamp set and dies together as a bundle, then you will save 10%. There will be links to all of the products that I use in my blog post, and the link to that blog post is in the description bar below. In the blog post you'll also get links to go over to visit Jez of Nigeza Creates, Jill of Paper Daisy Crafting and Verity of Inky Butterfly. I can't wait to see what they've created. So I've hand stamped my own background, and what I did was take a piece of an A4 sheet of basic white and I stamped it with those 4 colours and then chopped it into 4, trimmed it down a little bit and added it to card bases of the same colours that I've used the inks for. So I've also added a little bit of stamping on the inside of each of those cards as well. So I'm going to do the same but different. I am now going to use my sheet of Very Vanilla, and I have card bases in Night of Navy, Soft Suede, Crumb Cake and Early Espresso, and I've got some more Very Vanilla to put on the insides of these as well. I've also used the dies to cut various bits, and I've just used scraps of cards, so I don't even have the full shapes of those dies. So I used that one just on a wee corner and that one on just a little strip that I had. So watch this space and we'll see how I use them, or if I use them, to be honest. But the piece I wanted to show you was just stamping your own background and then chopping that up to decorate your cards. So I'm going to put these ones out the way, or else I'll use them and bring these ones in. My Soft Suede, Early Espresso, Crumb Cake and Night of Navy. So I've chosen the largest stamp to use with Night of Navy. So I'm going to start off with that in the middle there. And then I'm going to put that stamp back on that ink pad so I remember that's the one I'm using. I've then got Crumb Cake, and I will use this one. So I didn't use this one on the other cards, so I thought, didn't want it to feel too left out. I'll bring that one in. And then I've got Early Espresso. I'll use this little one for that. And Soft Suede. So who says you can't have blue flowers? I'm sure they exist somewhere in nature, but they certainly exist on my card. Okay, and I'm just going to build this up. You could do a full sheet. I'm not going to. I'm essentially going to do this bit and then chop it up. Take those bits out of the way because I wasn't sure exactly what they were. Right, so I'm going to do another one of those there, like so, and just fill in the space as and how you wish to. You can overlap, you can leave spaces, and I just want to make sure that I'm using the right ones with the right ink pads again. Tip is to put the one that once you've finished using it, put it back onto that ink pad. Do another one of these biggies out here. Love this lovely stamp, beautiful. And again, just adding in bits more like that. Put that one back on there. Then I can have another one of these here. And so on and so forth. This little guy in here. There's no right or wrong to this, obviously. Just stamp away to your heart's content. Oops, and if you do something like that, just bring another one in. And let's do this one. Might not cover it totally. Didn't cover it at all. When it's chopped up and we've got other bits and bobs on it, you won't notice, hopefully. So I want to do another bit like that. And I can put that in there. And I think that might just about do it. Once you've chopped it up and you think needs a bit more, you can obviously add that in there too. So I'm not going to put my stamps away. I'm just going to move them out of my way before I put my hand in them. And bring in my paper trimmer. So my card bases are 14.5 by 10.5 centimeters. So I want to cut this at 14. Put that one to the side and then cut that one down to 14 as well. Okay. And then I want to cut it down to 10. And this one down to 10 as well. And that one probably needs something more on it, but we'll see. So I want this to be 10 and this one to be 10. Okay, so we've now got 4 card bases, and some of them I might want to use that way. Yep, I like that way. This I think needs something else. Possibly let's put another bit of that lovely big blue up here. Yeah, like that. And this one in there. Happy with that? And I think I'm okay with these ones. Let's add, which one have I not got on that one? Not got this one on there. Let's do that. Oh, I've ghosted that one as well. So let's really should have cleaned that stamp. Oh, and that one. Okay, that's going to get covered with a bit of ribbon or something similar. I don't actually think I've got any ribbon in any of these colours, but I do have another, oopsie, another neutral, which has a little bit of gold in it. So I think we might have a bit of that ribbon on there, covering up my Stampin' mistakes. So let me clean up my stamps and I will come back and make up the cards. Okay, so just as I was cleaning my stamps there, I suddenly remembered I needed to add a little bit of stamping for the inside. So I've just gone ahead and done that just now. So I've just done a little bit of one of the stamps that I used for the main sheet in one of the colours on the inside, and I've just gone ahead and glued those in there. And I've had a quick play with the bits that I had left, and I remembered this bit, and what I thought I would do is actually chop this down a little bit, but I kind of want to keep that side and chop that side a little. So this is how much, let's 1.5 centimeters. So I'm going to take off 1.5 centimeters from here. Move that out the way so that I can add that on just behind there, and on it's a bit little bit long, so but then that means that I can get that in there. Yep, happy with that. So on this one, I think I'm going to just stamp the Sending Hugs straight onto there. So again, these are from the Eden's Garden stamp set, and I don't really think it needs anything more than just that little bit. I'm trying to keep these fairly simple. So a little Sending Hugs there. Take that out of the way. Add some glue. To that edge there. And I can pop that on. Like so. And just chop off that little bit excess at the end. And I didn't even use a full length of that die because I was just using a little scrap card, and it was a little bit short as well, so no waste. I will put little dots just around that so it doesn't catch going in and out of an envelope more than anything else, and line up these edges there. Give that a press down, one card, good to go. Little press. Nice, like that. Okay, so that's one. This one with my messy stamping, I had already decided I'm using some of this gorgeous, what's it called? Floral Fine Art ribbon. So I'm going to put a piece of tearing tape over my little mistake, like that, and I can just tear that, run that under. Okay, and then where is my ribbon snip? So I'm going to do that just at an angle so that it doesn't fray too much, and pop that over there, just round the back. Okay, so happy with that. Let me get some of that out of the way. So with this one, I think I certainly want to add in some little bits. I think I'll use the Sending Hugs again, just because I've already got it inked. And I have some scraps of Fairy Vanilla. Sending Hugs, and I've got my rectangle postage stamp punch. And then I can pop that up with some dimensionals. On there, like that, and then pop those in. Just going to use my mini, oops. Can't actually tell which is the right side and which is, oh, maybe I need to refill this. Oh, no, here we go. So just little bits to hold these delicate bits in place. That on there, and I've obviously caught that with my dimensional. There you go, better. And there's a little bit not popped out. Yeah. So just as with the stamping, there's no right or wrong to how much or how little you want to put onto your cards. And then just add that. To your card base. Sorry, I'm a bit off camera there. There we go. Happy with that. You could add some bling. I like that just as it is. This one, I've cut one of the dies and I am going to stamp that with Early Espresso, I think. And this Hello There stamp fits nicely. Just try and get that straight-ish. my head right over. That'll do. That'll do. And I'm just going to pop that on dimensionals and add a little bit of foliage around about that as well. Pop that on straight away, no ribbon on that one. On one of the original ones I added in some twine, but it was a bit bulky, so I'm not going to bother with that. I am going to pop this up on dimensionals. Dimensional backing sticking to me. Those little things get everywhere. So I'm just going to pop that. In there like so. So these are some of the bits that are from that biggest die, and I'm just going to chop some bits off it. That whenever is easiest to just round that off and chop into that join there. Do that bit, and I will just chop that from there. That bit's going to go under, nobody's going to see that bit. So it's just an idea to use those larger dies with some of your scraps and chop down and just use what you need. That up there, and I'm just going to chop that there. And it kind of looks as if it's continuing out from the same piece. Beautiful. Third card. And lastly, I'm going to do this one that way around. So I've got a little bit stamped on the inside of that one too. Slide that. Happy with that. And then on this one I've got some of that, and I've got a bit of this that I can use as well. I just need to decide what to do with a sentiment. And I've got this dear friend one. Do that on Night and Navy, I think. So, dear friend, and then I can just trim that down. You should see the state of my desk right now. Take a little bit off the bottom there, and just chop it. I was thinking about flagging an end, but I won't. Like so. So again, just pop that up with some dimensionals. I'm just going to snip that there and there. So I've got one little bit, and it kind of joins around about here. And take that and that. I think I might do the bigger one on there and this little one coming out here, just to continue that. Yep, go with that. I've not rounded that very well at the top, so I'll just chop that little bit off so it didn't look so jagged. I think I'll overlap those a little. That, and then this one. Sorry, this video is a little bit longer than normal, but you're getting 4 cards, and normally you don't. So, these little bits left over. Let me tidy this up a little bit and let you see the 4 cards I made with that stamped A4 sheet. So, got those 4 into that palette, and I've got these ones that I had done originally, all using neutrals colours. So I hope, as I said earlier, you will click on the description bar below to see the link to my blog, and then hop along to see what Jill, Jez and Verity have also created with neutral colours. Thank you for watching. If you're new to my channel, I'd love you to click on that subscribe button. Until the next time, take care. Bye bye.